So today, I want to ask people questions because me, I'm concerned. So I want to hear their reasons so that maybe one can help provide some solution and move people from where they are to where they should be. So what we are discussing today, we are actually asking you questions. So be ready to call in and tell us, okay? Why are you not a property owner yet?
Wow. Excuse me, that's Paul.
I tell you.
Excuse me, Paul.
Why are you not? Why don't you own? Because you know what? Like I tell people and I teach, you must own property anyhow. Either you own the one you live in, or you don't even have capacity for that, but you own something somewhere because where you want to live or where you are living, you can't afford it. But you own something somewhere that you rent out to somebody. Do you understand? Why you they live for still may rent? Fine. Or worst case, you own the one where we say you never even build anything. You just own land somewhere.
At least you have a property.
Whether you buy one plot, whether na half plot, whether na chicken plot, you understand? Whether the one where you own by yourself or the one where 100 of you come together to own. The question is, you own something. You must own something. So if you don't own anything at all, I want to ask you why.
Why?
Maybe if I hear your reason, if I hear your, I don't want to call it an excuse, sincerely. I don't want to be rude to you. If I hear your reason why you don't own a property yet, we may be able to provide some solution.
Because the first challenge where most of us go talk, make a no lie. And please help us open the phone lines, video call, WhatsApp video call, phone lines. Let the calls keep coming in. But like you take talk, a lot of alibi anyone pay
reason, excuse, whatever, you know.
But you see the one way Jermaine pass, where most of us they give. Now to say, I can't afford property where I did. For instance, most people now, if you say, sorry, lawyer, go say, have you buy land for you now? It only one time lawyer. If I go up papa for you, I go 60 land of 50,000 for papa, have 100,000 for papa. But you go the ask and say my man not be papa ni. Say I won't go live for papa ni. Because of that, number one reason, person no get land because distance. Number two reason, where they do most of us, we say we have been brainwashed. I go want make it touch all these things.
I like saying they use the right word, brainwashed.
We have been we have been brainwashed to believe that if you must buy property, you must live inside. Number two, because people that say, when you say money, they could say, that's the next thing that follows. Now distance. Then number two, psychological fallacy that we've been told that if I buy out, I'm going to baby. And
they are related. The two reasons you gave are closely related. If somebody say because the place is far, why far? Because to say if you live there. You know one
because you know if you afford where we did.
Now that's what I'm saying. So where if you afford far and why you no go buy and because you no go feel go there, go live. Because like you said, if you build house, the next people go they ask you be say when are you moving there? So to answer and help people with those kind of mindsets, the clarity is number one, you don't have to live in your first house. So you don't have to. If where you can afford, it does not make sense for you to live there, either because of where you work or a few other reasons, for whatever reason, it does not make sense for you to live there. It doesn't stop you. You suppose still buy that property there. The reason is life happens. Property na investment first and foremost. And now one major investment, in fact, is one of the, I was chatting with a friend of mine who is an investment analyst, internationally acclaimed investment analyst. In fact, he juggles between most European countries, Nigeria and all of that, giving investment advice, you know. And so he knows a bit about all this Bitcoin and all of that. And if you know what happened to Bitcoin last week, he fell seriously, you know. So he was sharing his advice in one of the international channels, you know, and he shared the clip of it with me. And I said, I then replied that this is why real estate is still the realest investment. But then the guy now said, sure, he did. This is a renowned investment
expert.
He did this. We said sure. But he mentioned some. We said, but what about liquidity? And I understand that. So and there are solutions to that, which we then went ahead to discuss, which he agreed with me on my discussion. What I'm bringing out from that exchange is that real estate is investment first and foremost. And if you are concerned about your tomorrow or your life, you will be investing today. So once you have small money, it's not where you will live in first. You will get there. You will get to that one. But that you can even buy anything as an investment in real estate first is the most important that should concern you. Not be where you want live in first. Now when you don't do investment up to a level, you can consider, okay, which of these, or can I now go into the one I can live in? If you assess your portfolio and you know that you can create that from your portfolio, you can bring money, fresh money from your business or from your work and all of that to buy additional one. Why not? But you see, that you want to buy property does not necessarily mean that it must be the one you want to live in first.
Good one.
It doesn't have to be. Buy am, keep am, even if na land, if na for your village. That's the place you can afford. Oyo is still a town. If it's Okpakpa monkey village.
You go Maitama.
But when Maitama na big city. Anywhere where you fit, buy. If that is all you can afford, though, you understand? You can't afford anything better. Buy. Buy. Because in 10 years' time, in 20 years' time,
that place where you know
it will not be the same thing, no.
Exactly,
it will not be the same thing, and that is the first and foremost thing you should do. Because a lot of people, they are in this what I call the dilemma, you understand, of a landlord. What is that dilemma? They do, or of a prospective landlord, the dilemma. You know what? They cannot afford what they want. They don't want what they can afford. Yes, they cannot afford what they want. They don't want what they can afford. So they are going to be doing dwelling in that, you understand? Me, I don't want to. I like my Tama. I like Itoyi. I like Abia.
Bagada.
I like Bagada. I like Surulere. They are mentioning towns in the states where they are that they are used to. That is probably close to work and all of those things. They say, no, I can't stay in that forest. But you can afford rent in Surulere, yes. But you can't afford house in Surulere. If you not tie something down somewhere, I don't see family where they say they drive comot for house. Bailiff can't comot their load for inside rain. For one of the eyebrow areas in Lagos. They come
and their rent if he buy land for a sherry.
They come commot their load for inside rain. Guess what? The man of the house was not at home that time. Now only his daughter and his wife did. Their things on the road in the rain.
And I'm sure before we go, because we have guests we won't call advertise, and I want us to still draw more on this. I want say this point, and I want make we start from there next week.
Okay.
I'm very sure that most of these people they talk about, some of them they hear from a reliable source say their rent there. What
are you saying? Of course now. This person where they talk about particular, if you see the kind of thing where they bring out from the house, you go no say somebody wey don't get money before.
Luxury.
The things that they brought out, they are what you can call artifacts. Just to, you understand? There are things that were precious some years ago, just some few years ago. So money, you get one time where money day. When somebody go feed on the tell and say, buy land for here, buy land for here. I enjoy this place.
Well, it is well. We've started.
Half word we dey tell Omoluabi. When he enter his stomach, he go become food.
I explode.